Hey family, it is the Narasia and I am back with another video today, and I'm I'm very in tune right now. I'm very aligned. I'm gonna try and focus on looking directly at the camera because I know I tend to always look outside, so I'm using my peripherals to look outside and trying to just keep 100% contact with the camera because I know normally I'm looking other ways and whatever the case may be. So as I always say, bear with me, but we're doing amazing. And I have some CeraVe on my face, the healing ointment my best friend put me on, and I had a really bad breakout. So if I look greasy, that's because I'm using that, and if you need it, go get it. I highly recommend it. My skin was peeling, cracking, all this other stuff 2 days after it was started doing its magic. So definitely go get that. Shout out to CeraVe. I'm always shouting things out, but yes, go get it. It works wonders and I love it. All right guys, so let's hop into Rich Mindset Podcast. I'm super excited to be here. I hope you guys are super excited to be here. I know I went off a little bit, so if you clicked off, click back on, please. If this found you, it was definitely meant to find you when you needed it and when you needed to hear me, and for us to just align with each other for a moment or so. So we're in this podcast. We're here because we need a rich mindset, right? We're trying to get from where we are to where we want to be in a parallel time. You know, if you see it, it's already there. If you see it, it's happening already and on another frequency. You know, everything is happening at once, past, present, future. So if you know that, well, you're very smart, very intelligent, and if you did not know, well, now you are just as smart and intelligent as the rest of us. So welcome to this high frequency. Oh guys, it's just been, I've been going through testimony, but without it, I wouldn't be where I am right now in this very exact moment. So I'm so grateful to Source. I'm so grateful to the universe. So yes, Rich Mindset Volume 8. We have made it to our 8th video, and this is so amazing. I'm gonna start posting my clips on TikTok. I'm nervous about it, but I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do everything in me is telling me to do it, so I am gonna do it. Super nervous, but I know somebody needs to hear it. Somebody definitely needs to hear it, whatever's going on, whatever they're going through, whatever you're going through, or maybe you're very at peace and you just want some peace of mind. So I'm just adding to some peace of mind. So if you do not know, I am the Narasia. I have been doing this podcast since February. And one day I just woke up and I was like, I woke up, sorry. My left eye telling me, girl, that's not what happened. I was laying in bed. I had to go to work. I was working at Amazon at the time, and see how everything is turntable. So if you have been with me from the beginning, or if you haven't been with me from the beginning, at least for the next 7 days, please go back and watch my videos so you can be aligned and up to date with what's actually going on and where to be in the rich mindset where you should be at. So in February, I started this podcast. Something had been telling me, girl, get in the camera and get on the camera. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and let's do it. So I get on the camera. I was trying to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. Something was it was itching me. It was really itching me to get on the camera. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get on the camera. Fine, whatever. So I get on camera and I just start expressing myself, expressing what I'm going through, expressing where I was at mentally in that time frame and what was on my heart and what was on my soul and what, Source was telling me, like, somebody's going to need to hear this. Somebody needs to hear this, whether it was then, now, 6 months from now, 30 years from now. I don't care when they see it, but somebody needs that video that I posted and those 7 videos prior to get that rich mindset. Now, I know you're here and you think we're talking about just strictly money. No, baby. It's not just about money. I don't know why I said that twice, because I saw 444 when I said it. Now, yes, rich mindset, of course, is money, but everything has to be aligned. Everything has to be open to receive what you're asking for, what you're asking the universe for, what you're asking source for, what you're asking God for, whatever it is that you believe, whatever that you're asking of, like, you have to be completely open and not just, definitely have your boundaries. Have your boundaries. I will say that. Now we're talking about this openness, and we talk about just the alignment of where you want to be from where you are right now in this present moment. And it's so important to remember that, hold on, I think I should put this over here. Yeah, I got my stuff burning over here, so I want to make sure it's getting, yeah, there we go. I need to smell it, I need it to flow through me. So yeah, I've been in this mindset where it's all about the rich mindset. And when we hear rich, we think of money, we think of materialistic things, but we are in such a spiritual okay, slow down. We are in such a spiritual realm that you have to be aware. And volume 7 was definitely about awareness, being aware, know what's going on around you, not in just the physical, but then the spiritual as well. So we definitely talked about awareness in volume 7. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Sorry about the trucks in the back. I needed fresh air, and I'm by a truck drop off, so please bear with the sounds in the back, but I need the fresh air to flow through. I have all the windows and doors mostly open in the house except the front door. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm really excited to be here. And so I haven't got into what this video is about, but I'm going back to the basics, because in order to be here in this video, you need to know the basics. You have to know the basics. So definitely go watch my videos prior to. We're back. Okay, so we talked about many things in the first 7 videos. We definitely talked about many things in the first 7 videos, so I just wanted to touch base on a few things that we did talk about prior to, so we can get to where we're at right now. The first volume was knowledge is power. Now, of course, knowledge is power, and in order to have that rich mindset, in order to be where we're going, in order to be aligned with the highest vibration of our soul, we need to have the knowledge. And knowledge is everything. In the last video, we talked about the database of our conscience, and if only you knew, if you could tap in. And you know, I'm still wanting source to get me there. I mean, intuition is amazing, everything, all of my gifts are amazing, but to tap into those experiences of things that I never personally in this physical avatar experience, but if you tap into soul, if you tap into self, if you tap into source, you are able to get knowledge that not even a computer could tell you about. So knowledge is power. Knowledge is knowing who you are, knowing what your purpose is, knowing where you're going. That's knowledge. Knowing everything that's going on around you, that's complete knowledge. So that was volume 1. Volume 1 is just knowledge is power. So definitely start the podcast from the very beginning. It's very important to understand where you're going, what's aligned with you, all that good stuff. And then volume 2, we have courageous. What it means to be courageous, to have those conversations, to communicate, to speak with your throat chakra, to not hold anything back, and know that not everybody is going to take things the way that you would like them to take them. And even for you, you know, people might say something to you or say it with a certain tone, and it doesn't hit you how they think it should hit you. So just being courageous, having those conversations, taking risks. I mean, that's what it means to be courageous. I mean, for me, I don't know what it means to be courageous to you. I'm a very spontaneous young woman soul. I'm a very spontaneous soul. Let me not say young woman. I don't really like to call myself. I don't really know how to explain it, but I do know I am a feminine, and I know that. I'm just saying, when it comes to a being, that I am a soul, a spirit having this human being experience. So that's where I'm coming from. Man, but being courageous is so important. And we're gonna get to what this volume is. If we haven't already, I definitely need to to go back but courageous. So that was volume 2. So take that leap. If something is telling you to do it, be courageous enough to take the leap, to do whatever it is that God, spirit, soul, divine power, spiritual ancestors, whatever it is that you yourself align with, whatever you reach out for help, like do whatever it is that you're being called to do. That was volume 2, courageous. Volume 3 is surrender. Man, oh man, oh man. Now, my conscience is saying this took me through a turmoil, but I really and honestly and truly do not want to say that. I don't want to say it took me through a turmoil. I was going through moments, tower moments, very, very, very important tower moments, but I've learned that God has to break you down. Source has to break you. You have to be broken down. You have to, and this is all about surrender. You have to be broken down in ways that you wouldn't even ask for. You wouldn't wish upon anybody else. Like, you have to be, and especially if you are going to truly align and follow in your soul's purpose, you have to be broken down. And with that, what comes with being broken down, what comes with, and it's so crazy that the podcast, the volume that this is, that is really, it really goes hand in hand with all this, but surrender is really sticking with me right now. You have to surrender. You have to let go of control. Let source, God, divine power, ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in, let it have control. Let the universe take full control over whatever it is that you're worried about, whatever it is that you're unsure of. Like, let source control it. Like, we are here, we're co-creators, we are co-pilots, we are driving, we are the conscience. But source, the universe, they have a plan. It was always written. It was always written before you came through your father to your mother and into this realm. It was always planned. Always. Your story was always written for you. And it's whether you take the steps and you follow it, or you become a sheep and you stay asleep. And that's where we're at right now in time. Like, it is today is April 13th and 2026. Time is illusion, but you just have to realize right now in this moment, or maybe just in your moment, 30 years from now, whatever the case is, something within you brought you to this rich mindset podcast, and you're going through a time where you need to align with your soul. You need to align with where you're going. You need to align with what you need to be doing and not what you want to be doing. We have wants, and take it from me, I have had wants, but it was never what I needed for me, never what I needed for my soul to grow, for my soul to elevate. And that's why we're here. This realm is all about elevating the conscience, which is soul, which is spirit. It's all about elevating your spirit, elevating, growing. That way you can take what you learned here, finish and accomplish what you agreed to do, and move forward. I'll take that as a confirmation. Skirt off from this realm and do what you need to do in the next. Okay. So yes, volume 3 was about surrender. Let source, universe have control, complete control, surrender. I'm not saying get down on your knees and do what you need to do. However surrender looks to you. My surrender may look completely different to how your surrender looks. Do what you need to do. And then we talked about pivot. What it means to pivot. If you don't know what pivot means, it means to turn, to change course, to go from what you thought was gonna be to what should be and what needs to be. Regardless if you want it, whoever's around you want, you have to pivot. You have to change. You have to, and not even just in the physical, but you have to change. You have to pivot internally. You have to move some things around. You have to let old habits go. Like, it has to be done. It has to be done in order to go where your soul needs to be, in order to be in the rooms of the most highest vibrations, in order to be at the tables of the most intelligent ones around you, including yourself. You have to got something on my face. You have to pivot. And not, like I said, not just externally, internally. Everything starts within. It starts here. What you're seeing right now was just a projection of where you want to be, where you have called to be, what you cried for, what you asked for, what you need, what you signed up for before you came down here. All of this is just that projection, that third eye, those other eyes that we are unknowing of. It's what you asked of. Okay, so confirmation with the wind, because the wind is really blowing right now, but I'm gonna take it. So that was volume 4. Volume 5 is, baby, it is all about transformation. All about transformation. There's a lot going on in the background, but we're gonna take it and we're gonna use it and we're gonna rock with it, okay? Okay, I'm gonna stop. But transformation was volume 5. And it's all about change, metamorphosis. You have to, metamorphosis is the end of an era and the beginning of a new. So that's transformation, and that video was very, 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 very important. All of these videos are very important. I keep saying that, but it's all about having that rich mindset. Where you are right now, where you want to be, and where your soul is in another parallel time. If you feel it, if it's in your gut, if that's all you can see, if that's all you crave, baby, family. If that's what you feel and what you see, then that's what it is, regardless. Like, that's what it is. Transformation. Volume 6. This, I was just sitting in the car. I don't remember where I was at, where I was going. I'm just sitting in the car. Something told me to speak from the heart, speak from the soul, and I did. And volume 6 is about stop experiencing an enslaved conscience. Now, we no longer are physically in slavery. And if you look at patterns in history, no, we aren't. If you look at patterns, what's going on right now, if you're seeing this in the year 2026 or anytime after that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. The mass, because I'm, baby, Harriet Tubman, I'm out of there. I left. I'm gone, okay? I'm gone. Peace to the Most High. Not peace. Peace to the Most High. I'm gone. I'm out of there, okay? So, stop experiencing an enslaved consciousness. And this was a short video. This was definitely a short video. But it was very, very... it was needed. A lot of the masses are still in slavery, psychological slavery, and that's the worst slavery. You know, they talk about physical abuse, they talk about emotional abuse. Like, all abuse is abuse. Slavery is slavery at the end of the day. Right now, we have a genocide going on. That's ridiculous. It's so much going on in the world, so we have to continue to vibrate on a high frequency. We have to continue to embark in love. We have to continuously vibrate on the highest frequency currency we can vibrate on. So stop experiencing an enslaved conscience. It's psychological slavery, guys. Look it up, feel it, understand what that means. The 9 to 5, the bowing down to a boss who's working for the same, I can't say it so much, but who's working for the same person, not even entity, deity, whatever you want to call it, is working for the same as you. Stop bowing down. Stop putting down your crown. Pick up your crown. Pick it up. King, queen, God, goddess, pick it up. It's time to wake up. Let my people go. Let them go. So that's what we talked about. Stop experiencing an enslaved conscience, because if you are still working that 9 to 5, if you're still bowing down to a master, if you're still bowing down even to, if you're in a situation where it's not feeding your soul, it's not putting you on the most highest frequency. You are a slave to your circumstances. You are the co-creator. Create what you know you are deserving of. Like, it's so super duper important to stop being in that slave consciousness. Like, how long are we going to continuously, like, be a slave to irrelevant, low vibrational frequencies, low vibrational beings, deities, entities? Like, how long? No more. I say today, no more. And I'm going to keep saying that until all of our people wake up. I don't care if it's the last thing I say before I leave this realm. Let my people go. Now, with that, vibrate off of love, vibrate off of peace. Alchemize the bad into the good. Yeah. So, volume 7. It was about awareness. So we talked about, in volume 6, stop being a slave, stop experiencing slave conscience. So volume 7 was about awareness. In order to elevate where you're going, in order to elevate what you're doing, in order to be on the rich mindset, the rich frequency. Say rich. It should be wealth. I should change the podcast to wealth mindset, but rich, wealth, equivalent. You have to be aware, when you have multiple forms of income, or even if you just have one business that's making you a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, zillionaire, whatever, however you see that you're deserving of, you have to be aware of where your money's going, how it's coming in, when it's coming in, what it's doing for you, how it's doing. So before you can have any of that, you have to also be aware within self-awareness, soul awareness, spirit awareness. What's going on with you? What's attached to you? What's not attached to you? What should you be doing the shadow work on? What should you be letting go? What spaces, people, frequencies, what do you need to be like? It's all awareness, and it all plays a role into being rich and to being wealthy, and just because we're doing the work now, it does not mean once you become that millionaire, billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire, gazillionaire, I don't care what you call it, whatever, your soul is deserving of, you still have to do these things. You still have to do these steps, because then you lose yourself in them. You lose yourself in the materialistic things. You lose yourself in the whole purpose of coming here is to battle conscience. We are the being living this experience, being one with soul, being one with self, or being one with what is not of what you should be doing. I'm gonna say that. Do your research. I know I'm talking, but I'm speaking because I need to be speaking. I'm speaking because you need to hear this. So, volume 8 in the rich mindset is volume 8 is all about reset, rebuild. What does that look like for you? What does that feel like to you? What does it sound like? What does it taste like? What is the vibration of it? I've been called to fast again. This fast is a little different. Eat clean, Aisha. Stop eating all that junk. I was going in the other day. Now, if you are aware of the spiritual side, what you are, what you eat, everything is a code. Clothes you wear, the food you eat, the music you listen to, the numbers you put, the number that's on your debit card, credit card, the serial number on your phone. It's all codes. Everything is code. The matrix is a code. That's the matrix. So get out of the matrix. Get out of it. Align with soul. Get out in the grass, ground. Reset. What does reset look like to you? What does the rebuild look like to you? So yeah, I've been called to say that that's what volume 8 is about. We're rebuilding, we're resetting, and as Mother Nature, as the universe, all these storms, all these, it's a lot of crazy things being said that's going on right now. It's a lot of things that's being said. This is the last age. This is no. If it's the last for you, you need to start to reset. If you feel like it's the last, then you need to reset. I don't think this is. Everything is eternal. Everything is parallel. So no, it's not the last. But if you feel it's the last, you need to go internally and see what's going on with your soul and see what's happening, because this is the new age, family. This is the beginning of the golden age, the golden era. This is the beginning, and it's so crazy that I say the golden age, the golden era, because for the past year and a half, when I went to the art thing. I think I posted it. I believe I did post it. Yeah. But for a while now, I've been saying I'm in my golden era. I'm in my golden age. Like, this is my golden time. Shout out to my owl and my seashell, but it's bigger than material. It's bigger than the materialistic. It's all about the internal, and it's about the golden age within self, within soul. And we have some that are living some dark experiences. And remember, family. Excuse me. Ashe. That was confirmation. I'm gonna take that because I really had one sip of something since I have risen from my other realms. Man, you think one way, you're going to attract what you think. Now, we talked about that. Everything is just a projection of what you want, where you want to be. So if you are continuously thinking bad, if you are continuously thinking positive, we've talked about this, you're going to attract it, whether you want to or not. Like, that's the frequency that you're holding. Reset. Yeah, this is reset your, how do I want to say this? I want to make sure I'm saying it right, because I don't want to say it the wrong way. Family, we need to reset where our natural frequency is at, where our conscious frequency is at. So, okay, Narasia, what are you talking about? What I'm saying is, we need to be able to know that regardless of what's going on in the present moment, we have to come back down to love. We have to come back. Let me not say down. I don't like that. Let me rephrase that, erase that. Don't say what I just said a little bit. When things are happening in the physical, we have to remember to realign with peace. We have to remember to realign with love. We have to remember to realign with communication. We're human. We're these spirit souls, beings experiencing these realities. But we have to remember that, it's okay to take the moment, take the time that you need to take, but you have to be peace. You have to be love. You have to be communication. So reset your natural frequency, your natural currency. What do you always realign to when everything is said and done? When you and your partner are done arguing, when you and your sister are done arguing, when you and your mom and dad are not talking anymore, but then you come back to soul, you come back to spirit, you come back to self. What is that frequency that holds the most strength within you? Is it anger? Is it fear? Is it worry? Is it anxiety? These are all things that you need to go deep within self and reset to love, reset to peace. If you don't know what it looks like, start with yourself. I will definitely say self-love is the greatest love, the greatest gift that you will ever receive. I've been in some situationships. I have never been in, I'm 22 in this being experience. I'm getting a little sassy, yes I am. The sass is sassy. I am this, talk about years, this was my first year not celebrating my birthday, and I'm going to continuously do that. So I will no longer say what my birthday is, because I rebirth every time I rise from rest, okay? That's it, that's all. I'm going to continue to be this young, okay? Wake up, family. Wake up. Reset. That is volume 8. You know, we talked about volume 1 to volume 7 to volume 8. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Awareness. Elevate your mind. Talked about from volume 1 to volume 8. We talked about this thing. Knowledge is power. Being courageous. Surrender. Let universe, source, the divine, God, have control. Pivot. We have to pivot. We have to change internally. We talked about transformation. We talked about stop experiencing an enslaved conscience. We talked about awareness, and now we're talking about the rebuild. You know, 8 is an infinity. 8 can either be an eternity of a new age, a new era, or 8 can be a cycle. 8 can be a cycle of an old code, a code that you never decoded, and a code that you never rewritten new codes for yourself and the generations to come after you. Or it could be a code where you decoded everything from your ancestors to now, to what are you choosing? Where are you going to be? Where are you going to start your lineage? Are you going to continue to do what's been done prior to you? Or are you going to say enough is enough? It ends with me, it ends with whatever this is, it ends with whatever was before me, it stops right here. And that's where we're at. Does it stop with you, or is it going to continue with you? Or is it going to do a 180? Not no 360. A 360 is back where you started, where your ancestors started, and respect to our ancestors, respect to all of them. But who in your lineage is going to fight for the new? Who in your lineage is going to create a taste within spirit, within soul that's never been tasted within your lineage? We talk about, you know, our souls come down here to experience a lot of things. We come down here to experience taste. You know, we love to taste things. We love to eat. Us as beings, we love to eat. So what now? Think about that. What now are you going to feed your soul? What now are you going to show your lineage that you need to feed to create a new cycle, a new code? You think about the number 8, it's that infinity sign. You know, you can have what was, or you can have what is now within self, within soul, whatever is calling you. What is calling you? What is the reset? What is the rebuild? What is calling you right now? Looking at me, listening to me, taking notes. And I hope you have been taking notes. If you haven't taken notes, at least take mental notes on what you heard. And then if you need to come back, save the video, do what you have to do. Like, I have a lot of testimonies. I have some podcasts that I will be doing in the future, but right now I'm getting you right now on the other side of this black screen that you're seeing. I'm getting you to understand, baby, family, let me stop saying baby. I'm getting you to understand that these are all codes that we need to decode. I myself, I'm a decoder. I've done a lot of research on myself. I've done a lot of sitting with myself. I've done a lot of doing my numbers. You know, I am this being. The time I first entered this realm, everything is everything. Do the research on yourself. Do shout out to Elton, Elton Tinraw. Shout out to him. I always go back to those first couple of videos I watched of him, and I love Aaron Lyons as well, and Michael Beckwith, and there are some other ones that I've just seen. I was in like an hour course with them of what they're going to do. Amazing. The work they're doing is amazing. But my human design is very, learn about yourself. Learn about, I mean, you don't have to do that. I'm not saying you have to, but it showed me a lot of things, why I act the way I act, why I do the things that I do, why even when I don't want to do this, or when, you know, my soul is telling me to do something else, but then my flesh just really, it be giving in, it be caving in, like, okay, like, calm down. And family, I just came here to share with you guys that it's time to reset. I came here to share that it's time to rebuild. I came here to share that the time is now. It's now or never. I remember I was moving from the city I grew up in, and I remember talking to a friend at the time, because like I said, I have never been in a real commitment. I, down to my own faults, you know, you only allow what you feel as though you are deserving of, and at the time I feel like I was deserving of what I was putting myself through. But a friend at the time, they spoke some wisdom, and I always take the wisdom that I get from those that I have experienced. You know, every being, every partner's experience, you have to look at it like that, so you're not always heartbroken, so there's not always trauma within it. Like, every being you have encountered is an experience, and you need to take the lesson with it. You need to take, don't look at the bad, don't look at the, and I'm talking to myself right now, because I'm going through my personal things, but we have to look at it as it was a gift, whether it was for a lesson, a season, or a lifetime, or whatever it is, it was for a reason. Just like this video right here, this Reset, Rebuild podcast, this is going to put you in that rich mindset. This is going to put you, rebuild, reset, do the shadow work, do what you need to do, so you can be in that parallel time, so you can quantum leap, so you can quantum shift and wake up one day and have those millions, have those thousands, have those billions, trillions, gazillions, mazillions. I'm making up words, but it's all a frequency. Money is a frequency. So wherever you know that you are internally, whatever you know you are deserving of, whatever you vibrate off, whatever your currency, your aligned currency is, you're going to be a magnet to that. And stop searching. Stop. Why are you searching? Let it come to you. Let what is supposed to be for you come to you. You know, for my men and my women. Stop chasing. Attract. The bees are attracted to the frequency, to the vibration of the flowers. And I say bees because I've just been around a lot of bees lately, in the past month since spring started. Just bees, and yellow jackets as well. They vibrate, they are attracted to the vibration of things, to colors, auras, you know, maybe our eyes can't see the aura, or if you are gifted, like I myself, I do feel like I can, if you are gifted in that way, to the most high of you, you attract your frequency. You attract your vibration. So if you feel broken, if you feel angry, if you feel heartache, you're going to attract that. Heal that. And no, if you're in that mindset, if you're in that space, take the time for you. Don't go out and spread hate. Don't go out and spread pain. Don't do that. You know, because you're gonna get somebody. You could get somebody that doesn't know how to take that, and who wasn't emotionally intelligent to know that this is what's going on with you. So I'm gonna just optimize on my end, and I'm gonna let you do what you need to do. Rebuild, reset. I'm gonna leave it here. This is about a 30-40 minute video. Family, it is time that we step into our golden era. It is time that we step into our golden age. Family, it is time that it's time to rebuild, reset. What is your new 8? And don't think of it as the number. Turn it. What is your new 8? What is your new infinity sign? What are we going to be experiencing? Are we going to be experiencing what our ancestors have gone through and what they weren't, I'm not going to say aware enough, but that scared mentality is going to keep you, that fear is going to keep you where you've been. Take it from me. I was so fearful for so long. Fearful of being alone, fearful of not knowing, fearful of what's gonna happen when it's just me, fearful of that fear will do something to you, family. But you have to let it go. You have to. You are never alone. Remember, you are never alone. Even if physically, materialistically, you're alone. If you physically or materialistically feel like you don't have nothing, everything is within self. Everything is internal. And if once you dig that up, once you pull that out, once you get all that gunk out, you know, think of it as we're all lotus flowers in the mud right now. Some of us have our green petals. Some of us are emerging up out of the water, and some of us are still in the mud, molding, knowing, creating, being aware, knowing what's going on. Listen to your intuition. It's never going to steer you wrong. I promise it will never steer you wrong. And it may hurt, it pain is inevitable. You know, being a human being, pain, I always say that pain is inevitable. Like tattoos, piercings, like alchemize it, make it look gorgeous, make it look stunning. Rebuild, reset. Like I got these back dermals, I have to go get redone because they're gorgeous, and it hurts. It do. Confirmation, tutu, yeah, I'ma do it. It hurts. Pain is inevitable. But it's what you do with your pain that makes it, I don't even have a word for it, gorgeous, beautiful, like that. That's what you do with your pain is how you write your story. What you do with your pain is how you set the baseline for yourself, for your future kids, for your nieces, for your nephews, for your mom, your dad. Somebody is counting on you. Just like spirit, soul, source was telling me, somebody was counting on me to make this volume 8 of Rebuild, Reset. Somebody is counting on you to do what you need to do. So do it. This is the Nyrasia. And man, I'm so abundant, full to be here. I am so pleased to be here. I am so in love to be here with you right now in this moment. I hope you have taken something from this video. If it hasn't been everything, just take something that spoke to you, that really touched you. There'll be more volumes. There'll be other podcasts we get into. But right now it's about the rich mindset, and it's not about the materialistic things. It's about the spiritual. You have to be rich spiritually before you can be rich materialistically. So remember that, family. Remember that factor. Remember that tribe. You know, I may not have had a personal one-on-one conversation with you. I may have not had touched you physically or been around you in a room physically. Maybe one day, if we are gifted to do that. But this right now is most important. Us being right here face to face. That is the most important thing. Rebuild, reset. My pressure for your diamonds today is, don't just buy the gold. Create the gold. Mold the gold. Make it authentic. Make it rare. Make it raw. Make it eternally everlasting. That is what I want you guys to put in the comments at the very end. Eternally everlasting. Again, my name is Irasia. If you have liked this video, if it has touched you in any way, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog and the next volume. And until then, love, peace, harmony, and be safe. Ashe.